So here's the last weekend of the year already, and I've clinched one championship, the middleweight Formula 40, even with the double points. So I'm pretty happy about that one. And I'm going into the dash with a 3-point lead. And the temperatures are looking to be pretty chilly, so that could play a factor. You know, people fall down in the cold. All of my crashes tend to happen in the cold. So it's anybody's really game. So I'm going to just be there and try and take advantage of anybody else's mistakes. And, you know, maybe I can pick up a championship in that class, or hopefully a second place, if not. And then the GTU, I think I'm trailing by maybe 4 or 5 points in GTU. But it's basically the same scenario. It's going to be chilly, maybe cooler during GTU. It's an early race, and we'll see what happens. The Pirellis tend to work pretty well in the cool, and I know the Dunlops are a little sketchier. But you know, Scott's a veteran, and I don't expect him to struggle too badly.
Well, my thoughts going into the weekend basically are with double points that nothing's locked up overall, so we're still racing for everything. You know, it's win or lose this weekend. It comes down to it. There's so many points on the table that if you have a bad race, then you know, you could be fifth. Who knows? So yeah, gotta have a good weekend, mistake free, and try to stay on the tires and finish the checkered flag.
This weekend is the final weekend of the NEMRR races for 2021, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm currently leading the Formula 60 championship. I'm third in Formula 50, and I'm running fourth with the young kids in lightweight Supersport. I don't expect anything to happen there other than watching their backsides in the final round, but that's okay. I feel good getting out there and riding with the kids. Formula 50, I expect that I should be able to hold on to third place without too much difficulty. The double points makes it interesting, of course, but if I ride well, I should be fine there. Formula 60 has been a battle all year long, and it usually is with Mr. Grush and myself. Johnny's a great rider and a great guy, and we seem to find the same piece of tarmac often, no matter what class we're in. But he's a real gentleman racer, and we seem to enjoy that time riding together. But he's pushed me hard this year. And we've evened up the wins pretty good. He had a little bad luck the first race weekend, but the double points definitely makes it interesting. Last weekend, going into the next to the last event, it was a little nerve-wracking because if I didn't win that event, then John could wrap up the championship by win. Whoever won this final event would win the championship. So I've got a little bit of breathing room after winning the next to the last event, but there's still double points, and anything can happen. I usually am not a big fan of double points, but I also understand it's important for the series that we do this. It adds a lot of interest and keeps people coming back for the final race weekend of the year. Oftentimes, if it's just a single points weekend, people will stay home and still win a championship. So it makes us come back out here and enjoy each other's company one last time.
Yeah, it's cool to be out here at this last round. The double points round is definitely making it a little interesting because I have 2 races that I really just need to finish to maintain my hold on those championships, which I think is Ultralight Grand Prix, or Combined Ultralight Grand Prix, and then Super Singles. So I really just need to make sure that I don't crash out like I did last year to maintain those championships. And then I have Ultralight Superbike, which I'm going to be racing against Gunnar Ouellette. And pretty much whoever takes first takes all. So that's kind of my premier race this weekend, to really put down fast lap times and do whatever I can to win. So
Yeah, I mean, this weekend is kind of a big weekend, double points. Just trying to kind of stay consistent and, yeah, basically get some good positions so we can win this championship.
Okay, so yeah, the ones I'm leading, basically the plan is to stay upright, get the first lap in, credit for the race, especially in Superbike, and then do what I can. Supersport, it's going to be a battle. So again, log the first lap in and then kind of go for it, see what we can do. It should be fun. The other ones, the 2 seconds I have, I don't know where I'm at exactly, where I have to finish, so I got to do the math on that. And not that it really matters. I need to go out and my goal for this year was to run a 15, and I'm at like 16.2, so I'd really like to win a 15, run a 15 overall. So that's kind of my goal, but we'll see.
So I'm leading 500 Superbike in points, and I've won every single race, and I had 1 DNF due to bike problems, but this weekend's double points here, so I just need to stay upright and finish the race. I'm gonna try and win and like finish off the year strong, so hopefully I can wrap up that championship.
I mean, I've learned a lot. I mean, I've changed my riding style pretty greatly. It's a big change from the KTM. Yeah, I'm kind of still learning with these new tires and new bike and riding and all that, but I think next year is going to be a big year. We're going to have some more changes that we're going to bring out and be fun.
So yeah, this weekend is a double points weekend, which I'm not particularly fond of. But so far I have Thunderbike Championship is tied up. I got that tied up last year. A couple guys, myself included, actually had multiple mechanical issues, so we all had to fight through that. So I got that one tied up last round, so that's pretty cool. This weekend, I think I'm pretty close for 3rd place for Formula 40 Lights, so that one's the first race of the day. So really the goal is just get through Formula 40 Lights, pop in a fresh rear tire, go out race for SuperTwins. Jim Rich has a possibility of beating me in that one, so he and I have been racing against each other since I think 2012. So that's always a fun competition with him. And then hopefully I can pull that one out, get that win. And then Thunderbike at the end of the day, running against Brett, so I'll have a good rear tire, and even though championships aren't on the line, it'll be fun racing Brett and hopefully beating him. We'll see.
Yeah, my plans for next year are probably similar to this year. You know, we are operating Tony's track days now full time, and we've tried to coordinate our schedules a little bit so there's no overlap between NEMRR and Tony's, so that I can contest the full season. And yeah, that's my plan right now, is to give it at least another season on the 600.
Not really sure what we're doing next year. We're still kind of working on plans. Just trying to find out where I want to be after 30 years here at Loudon, racing at this track, and you know, just trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. Still have a lot of fun riding the motorcycle on the racetrack, but all the other behind-the-scenes stuff is getting to be a little bit more work than fun. But definitely when you put the helmet on and close the visor and get that green flag, that's where the fun's really at, and all this motorcycle racing stuff.
Currently, this year has been very, very exhausting. For some of it was work related, and some of it was being involved in a championship again. It's been a long time. The last championship that I brought home was 2002, so I'm kind of excited about that. But it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. I'm still learning the KTM. I was on SVs for a long time, so it's been a tough process getting faster on the KTM. But I'm feeling more and more comfortable each weekend. Next year I'm definitely coming back. I'm hoping I'll be defending a championship. I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that, but I'm hoping to be defending the championship next year. And just enjoying the family that is the NEMRR group. This is such a great group of people. I love every one of them, and I can't imagine being anywhere else for this many weekends in a summer than right here at the track with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So plans for next year, I think big changes. Actually, I might actually end up moving back to California to race CVMA, Chuckwalla Valley Raceway. So that's going to be a major change. It's not 100% yet, but that's probably what's going to end up happening. And I am probably going to be picking up, you know, like a nice trailer and whatever else to be a little bit more comfortable out there. It's really, really hot. So, but they have a winter season, so I got plenty of time. But that's kind of the gist of what I'll be doing next year.
Yeah, I mean, next season I plan on just kind of continuing with the progress of this Cowie, still having fun with it, and basically I want to eventually do Moto America, but right now I just got to set up this bike first.
I don't really have any plans for next year. I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. It's kind of like it always is, up in the air. Just feel it out over the winter, and yeah, see what I'm going to do. It sounded interesting racing Pocono, but I don't know if I'm going to do a full season or maybe just show up and do a half season, show up for the Classic, and kind of go from there. So we'll see. It's good to be flexible, that I don't feel pressured.
I'm not 100% sure my plans for next year. I do have a couple different options, but I would like to travel to more road racing events, do more training, do more flat track events, and, you know, hopefully stay with Penguin and NEMRR, and, you know, maybe do a point series. And I'd like to do a Moto America event too, maybe at Jersey or Pitt or somewhere, but I think that'd be really fun.
Hopefully, I'd like to continue obviously getting faster still. Hopefully I can get 14 dealt this weekend, but that's the goal for next year. We'll see who comes back to race. Hopefully Jesse is racing next year and I can defend the 2 titles that hopefully I've won if I do pick up SuperTwins. And then, yeah, continuing, I've been working a lot. Superbike Services 44 is kind of my side project right now. And I've worked with a lot of different riders. I had 2 guys that finished top 6 on Dash for Cash yesterday. So I'd love to just keep working with other guys at the track, helping them go faster, and kind of filling some of my time.